It never rains, but it pours in Lenovo land, which seems to be a line that I'm saying on repeat at the moment. Like, I don't want to have so many bashing, negative, ranty videos. I kind of modelled ourselves on being like positive.
We've
about
always
gaming
been
in
the
general.
positive guys.
I know.
We've been the positive guys. Like, and now all we seem to do is hate on Lenovo because WTF are they doing?
Well, and I didn't even do a news video about this because it's kind of getting boring. But like, it's constant. At least every 3-5 days, they're like, do you know what? Let's see if we can put the price up again.
Yeah.
How can we make this less affordable, less attractive?
Well, I actually thought, so the first part of this story, before we get on to the even worse bit, I thought, okay, they found a way to try and offer a more affordable unit. So what happened here in the UK, so for all your Americans, we've always had the Z2 variant at 32 gig. Whereas I know you guys had the Z2 at 16 gig. You guys got shafted, basically. We only ever had a 32 gig model. So all the EU and UK Legion Go 2s, regardless of Z2E or Z2, were all 32 gig units. Then with all the pricing going mad and stuff, I always check back onto the main Lenovo website just to see the price hikes and stuff. Mm-hmm. And UK, I was like, oh, there's a cheaper model now. There's I say cheaper, but there's a cheaper model now that's £989, so nearly £1,000, right? And I was like, why is that cheaper? And then I looked, I was like, yeah, it's a Z2. And then I saw 16 gig of RAM, and I thought, okay, so they've now introduced the cheaper like edition just for people that might be struggling with these new prices and stuff. And I was like, I don't agree with it. Like at all, but okay, they're trying to bring the price down, I guess.
Yeah, they're trying to offer an entry point, and maybe I don't know. At 989, I'm still like, oh, that's still very expensive. In fact, when you compare it to what else you can get on the market, it's completely unsustainable and unattractive.
I still wouldn't recommend one.
No,
I still wouldn't recommend it. But
the only reason you would be stretching to it is because you desperately have to have that screen. That's the only thing you can imagine. And when you shared the story in the Trello for our show, it was a few days ago, and I clicked on it. And I didn't look that closely. I just saw 989 and scrolled down and saw 16 gig. I didn't read the processor, and I was like, oh, they've got a 16 gig Z2E. I was like, well, that's rubbish. But 989, and kind of the same thing, like, oh, maybe that's how they're trying to get around it. I didn't read that it was just the Z2.
Yes.
Which is, on my part, silly.
Yeah.
And then last night, to make things worse, as if they can't already, I was putting everything together so it's in order for the show. I was just double-checking what's going to be the main story. Is it still going to be Lenovo? I click on it, I read through the details, and then, like, hold on a minute. This says starting from £1,500.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, what Lenovo have done is £1,000 isn't enough for an underpowered handheld. What we're going to do is increase it to 1,500. So the baseline Go 2 Z2 16 gig. What's the storage in it? Is it 1 terabyte or 512?
512.
I bet it's 512. Oh, what?
It is 512 gig.
Right. So you get 512 storage, 16 gig of RAM,
and a Z2.
And the Z2, which is basically a rebranded Z1E, if I remember rightly.
Yes, yeah.
For £1,500.
1,500, which literally yesterday was at 989. So it's gone from
it's a 50% increase overnight.
Yeah, literally. And then they've increased the prices again of all the other ones. Yes. And the price doesn't even make sense for the next one up, which was the previous one we had here in EU, which is the Z2, 32 gig of RAM, 1 terabyte. That's now £1,600 and a penny on the actual Lenovo website. What's the 1 pence about? Like, what? Okay.
Just because.
And then the actual Z2E, which was the base one that launched here in the UK at £1,050, is now 1,800.
Oh.
£1,800 UK. right? That is ridiculous. And now we're getting into like US territory now, basically.
Yeah.
The 2 terabyte one is a nice round £2,000, which is like something like 2,700 or something in dollars.
This underlines to me that it's not, it's definitely not a tariff thing, because all the stories we were reporting on before was an American, and the pricing was doubling.
Yeah.
They've brought the UK prices in line with America here.
Yes.
So it's definitely not a tariff thing. The other thing I struggle with justifying it as just being the components are more expensive now is we've not seen the same level of price hike elsewhere.
No.
And that's the bit that I really start questioning.
We've nothing. We've not even seen any price hike from Asus, MSI, like any of them. None of them have gone up. It's literally the Legion Go 2 that's just gone, hold my beer, guys, and just gone, whoop. And just a few days ago, I put out the long-term, like 7-month review of the Legion Go 2. So go watch that if you haven't seen it already. It's long. And I cut stuff out. Like I cut a lot out because I realized how long it was going to. We joke like off camera that all the stuff like that is a Netflix edition. But yeah, so I did that review based on the previous prices before this hike last night. Again, so the UK price already went up, but it only went up like £250 per edition. So the base Z2E 32 gig 1 terabyte went up to 1,500, I think it was. No, it went from 1,350, I think, from 1,050.
Yeah.
And now it's 1,800. So I was like, what? So I went on that review and basically said, at these prices, it's not worth it. Now it's gone up even more. It's
a second price increase in a matter of months.
Oh yeah,
weeks,
yeah.
And if you want the 2 terabyte version, am I right in saying that's £2,000?
£2,000.
Have I read that right? Because the number doesn't even make sense in my head.
Doesn't make sense. No. So that puts it strictly in line with the 2850 USD. It's basically in line with that.
That's 1-to-1, isn't it? It's bang on. So I'm struggling to understand what the reasoning is and what their thinking is here. I don't get it. I have no idea who's deciding and what the reasoning is. The fact that there's no press release worries me. That they should come out and go, look, because of XYZ, like, unfortunately, we're doing this because we're either phasing it out and whatever. My main concern is what the hell's going to happen with the SteamOS edition. Is it only going to be a 16 gig Z2 512 to keep the price down? I think
so. Is that the only Steam edition? Because they must have already made them. It's going to come out in June. That's only a couple of months away. So they must have stock of that already. And they're probably sitting there going, oh, crap. Like, what do we do with these if the price, for some weird reason, is going up and up and up and up and up? So luckily, Valve have already got work behind on the Legion Go 2, so there's still updates rolling out. All I want as a current owner, selfishly, is the official support, and then screw Lenovo, because Steam and Valve will take care of me.
Yeah.
But I'm just pissed off at everyone else that wanted one of these and thought I'll wait until it starts going on sales and stuff. And now it's like more than double the price. It's like, what the hell?
It's insane when you consider the SteamOS one as well. I'm pretty sure when they announced it way back that their hope was for a $1,300 launch.
Yeah.
Obviously, they are double that now.
Yeah,
literally double and more.
Yes.
They for those of you that maybe don't watch the news videos and stuff, they also increased the price of the Go S.
They did,
So the 2 variants there, the Z1E and the Z2 Go variant, they increased by 75% and 55% respectively. Which, the problem that they have, it puts them in a bracket that is just completely uncompetitive, because there's absolute 1-to-1 competition on the market, because they're not a processing manufacturer, so they don't make their own APUs. So they're obviously using components that everyone else has got access to.
Yes.
bar the screen, and we know that screen on the Go 2, that screen is limited in its exclusivity to them.
Yes.
So come like the fall of this year, come like August, September time, when that exclusivity drops and everyone else starts using it, we're likely to see possibly Asus stepping into that space with that OLED, and a bunch of others as well. That their position in the market is, well, and they must know this. It's unsustainable.
And like, how can you trust them? Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't give a flying monkey about driver support. They like literally don't care. We've had like we've had a couple of BIOS updates that have been like changing the fact that the VRAM out of the box was set to 2 gig. Like wicked. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you shot yourself in the foot there anyway. Yeah. And anyone that's actually bought one of these now has lost all faith in you.
Yeah.
As a company. Yeah, it's such a shame, because I always had a questionable. I used to stay away from Lenovo. You know, like I've always been a PC guy. I've always built my own systems, and then more in recent times, not like very recent, but like in the past few years, whatever, I'd be like leaning towards pre-built just for convenience and like warranty or whatever. And I've always stayed away from Lenovo, like always. And then I bought one. I got a Legion, which is my like editing PC, which is aging now, and I was like, it's actually good, you know, really. It was good price to performance ratio. It's lasted a long time. It's the longest I've had a PC running for without upgrading it or changing it, really. And then I started changing my tack, thinking, no, actually, maybe they're actually pretty good now, you know. And then the Legion Go 2 came out, and I was like, I'm going to do it, you know, like, and seeing people really love the Legion Go 1. And then them putting out loads of different handhelds. You've got the SteamOS one, the Windows one of the Go S and all that. And I was like, oh, okay, they're committed now. And I actually started being like, oh, they're pretty cool. Now all of that's stripped away. Like, I'm sorry, Lenovo, if you're watching this, but like, I've got no trust in them at the minute.
I'm very concerned that the outcome from it is they're trying to discontinue themselves.
Yeah. That's
they're
how
trying to price themselves out of existence.
Yeah. They've done a thing, and now they're trying to be like, they're trying to like shy away from it.
Like, no one's buying it, so we've canned it. It's like, yeah, well, no one's buying it because it's twice the price of everything else that's the same performance.
Yeah.
2,000. The headline price, £2,000 for a 2 terabyte Z2E. I mean, in the UK, the Xbox Ally X is 800?
799.
It's more than double. It's a Switch 2 more than double.
You could buy 2 Xbox Ally X's and a Switch 2 for the price of a Legion Go 2.
How much is that OLED worth? I mean, what the heck?
And that's the thing. Like, I love it. Like, it is an incredible screen. It feels like the next generation. It's perfect for me, but it's easy for me to say because I've got one and I'd pay nowhere near that price, you know? But I would not, if it broke right now and they wouldn't like swap it or whatever, and I had to buy another one, no way.
That lack of support is the really guiling thing when you've spent that much money. If you'd gone out now, if you were watching this and you hadn't got it and you were like, do you know what, I desperately need that 8.8 OLED, I'm going to pay the £1,600, whatever it is, £1,800 for the Z2E. You imagine you bought that and you have the lack of support that exists. Like one graphics driver update in 7-8 months.
This is what I'd expect from, and no disrespect to like Air
GPD
Neo
Win
and GPD Win and One X Player, but that's what I expect from them. You're buying like top of the range hardware, but like software support's kind of like up to you. Do you know what I mean?
You may be crowbarring in other drivers to work and stuff like that.
And that's kind of understandable. But from a Lenovo, like, you know, they're like in the realms of Dell and HP and Alienware and you know, Asus and stuff. Like they're like big dogs in the industry. Like you expect support from them. Yeah. Not just like release a product day one and then nothing. Like, and
release a product for twice the price of your competitors and nothing. If there was a justification, you know, like how for a long time Apple justified their price point in the market. It's like, yes, we're more expensive than the PC equivalent, but you get this locked ecosystem and you get this great day one experience, and it looks pretty. Like they offered something for it, and whether you wanted that or not was up to you. But like,
yes.
And like that support for the operating system and the programs inside it was rock solid, constant updates.
Yeah,
they supported you through it. You felt like you were buying into something.
Yes, yeah.
And they had to justify that price point. This is the opposite. And the thing, I think the reason I'm getting kind of angry about it is that when it launched, obviously we were excited to see how's an OLED going to work, and then we became slightly advocating for it because it's actually quite good value for what you're getting if you can reach that £1,000 price point and maybe configure it with a smaller storage and upgrade it yourself. And there's things you can do. We've started like advocating for it, and now I feel like we've been burnt by it as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I saw on comments for the long-term review of people being like, I know that they suck right now and the price is ridiculous, but they really hoped that we would keep supporting the device on the channel. Do you know what I mean? Like for the people that actually have one.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's like, because that is my daily driver personally. You know, so absolutely we will keep making videos like with tips and tricks and stuff. But
you're bang on right with what you were saying early on. Is the only hope for the people that have like followed us on that, and for owners that are just watching for the first time, is this work for SteamOS has been done, and it will drop soon. Go for a full SteamOS install, and then Valve will look after you because their updates are constant and plentiful. Like they look after their users. They're going to have to abandon anything that's like Lenovo driven at all.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. It is a shame. It's a real shame.
They must be trying to get out. That's the only thing I can think. They must be trying to get out of it.
I just hate the fact that there's no news from them. They're just hiking prices without telling anyone any reasoning behind it. Do you know what I mean? Just release a press statement and say why, what your plans are.
Do you remember when the last price rise was in the UK? When it went up to 13 for the Z2E?
It was when the first price increase in America was. It was around the same time then. Yes,
it's not. It can't be more than like a month ago.
No, it was recent. It was recent.
Yeah.
I swear we're talking about this every week. Like
it feels like it. It does
every
feel
couple
like
of days. Yeah. So it's a real shame.
But yeah, to jump to double. Let's just call it what it is. Double the price. I don't know what they're thinking. 15. I'm sorry to keep going round in circles, but £1,500 for the Z2 16 gig.
512 gig. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense. Again, when you've got an Xbox Ally at $799 here in the UK with a Z2 Extreme AI, as well as a terabyte storage and 24 gig of RAM.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Or just, like if you're going for the Z2 performance, so Z1E.
Yeah.
Well, like the Ally X.
Yeah, which you can get cheaper again, secondhand, what, 500-600?
I did see in the comments on your long-term review, and I'll plug it now, go watch it. There were some people saying, I'm so glad I listened to you guys like October, November time to hop on now because prices are going to get wild next year. As
a theme will be throughout this show, actually, we are insiders, right? Because we predicted this happening in October, like last year, October, November, whenever it was. And we basically was saying to everyone, if you want to buy a handheld of any shape, form or kind, buy it now because the price is going to go mental. And lo and behold, that's exactly what's happened.
I'll be honest, when we were saying it, I obviously believed what we were saying, but I didn't think it would be that mental.
I didn't think it would be that bad. I was thinking the first price increase, and that would be it. Yeah. Not going into the like double the price territory. Yeah.
No. There's something else up there. It's more than the component costs. I think for a company the size of Lenovo.
Whoever is the CEO of Lenovo, I think, is tied up in the back room right now. And someone's like hijacked them and got their bank account direct. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's trying to like push everyone to SteamOS. That's what it is. He's like, yeah. So I think the Lenovo guy is like tied up right now, and someone else is just hiking the prices everywhere.
Gabe's in there's like, you're stealing sales of my Steam Deck OLED.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
And that was the shame, wasn't it? Because in many ways, the Go 2 was the kind of rightful heir of the Steam Deck OLED.
Yeah, it was the Steam Deck 2
people.
OLED. Yeah. Loads of people changed from the OLED Steam Deck to the Legion Go 2.
Yeah.
And if you've done that and you paid a good price, it's great. And loads of people were like saying on that long-term review, going, "Can't believe you're so negative about it." It's like, what? Like throughout the whole thing, I said what I loved about it and why it's incredible. It's not worth the price. Like, it's not worth the new price.
It's definitely not worth the new price.
Yeah, weird.
Anyway, yes, we're insiders. We called it, and that leaves me to go. Welcome back to the 128KB podcast. Woo-hoo! We're back once again.
Due to lack of popular demand.
Yes, that demand is so lacking that we clairvoyantly expose the game industry once per week.
We do, yeah.
If you can understand what I said there, then well done.
I did. I understood what you
said. How's your week in gaming been?
It's been really good. I forgot to say last podcast that I've completed Resi 9 Requiem.
Oh, you've done it?
Yeah, I did it a couple of weeks ago, but I just forgot last week to
I'm so
bring
proud
it up.
of you that this new leaf that you've turned of actually completing games.
I always complete Resi games.
Resi games.
Yeah. There's an exception.
I thought you were going to say all games.
Oh, no, not all games. Most games, it's like I play an hour and put it down. Well, 1 to 10 hours, let's say.
Yeah.
But Resident Evil's like, once I start playing that, that's all I play, like kind of, well, as a main thing. But yeah, incredible. Love the game. No spoilers, like I said. Absolutely love it. If you're anyway inclined to have love for Resident Evil, go play it. It's like the best of all Resident Evils mixed into one. It's the only way I can say it. It feels like Resi 2, but it feels like Resi 4. And it feels like Resi 7. Like, it's just all the good stuff. Like, and there's so much fan service in there, which is just wicked. There's even a cupboard which we spotted when we were playing it. And if you get your gun up and like look through, or get your sniper and look through, there's actual copies of the original Resident Evil PS1 discs in like a cupboard somewhere, which is really cool. There's loads of stuff like in that game. It is fantastic. It's the kind of game I would definitely play again, and I never play games twice unless it's Resident Evil. Like Resi 4 is like one of my most played games ever. The other ones I've played all of them multiple times, but 4 is always like the top one. There's certain entries in the series I've played like twice, and that's kind of it. But this one is something I can see myself coming back to a lot because it is just so good, and it makes me extremely excited for the next one, or any remakes that they do. So I've been obviously playing that recently. Other than that, I want to play Pragmata properly, which we'll talk about in a minute. But that is amazing. Like, I'm hooked immediately. Again, even though we're going to talk about it later, we've done the Will It Run video on the channel on the handhelds, and it runs incredible. Like, rasterized native performance, no upscaling. It runs so good, especially if you're on SteamOS with one of these Z2 Extreme handhelds, right? But that game, it's just so good. The gameplay is so good. So that's my next like big game that I want to play, like AAA single player style. But I just haven't got round to actually doing it yet.
I know we've talked about it a lot with Pragmata and Resident Evil, the RE engine and how super well optimized it is. But even that, I was surprised when I was watching your Will It Run, like surprised on the performance on all of the handhelds, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, I know we talk about it, but I'm still shocked at like how well it runs and how well it looks. How good it looks, like, natively.
Yeah, even on the base Xbox Ally.
Yeah.
With the Z2A. Like, that thing can hardly run anything like that well. And that thing was annihilating this game just purely down to how well optimized Capcom have. Like, Capcom are smashing it. I just want Capcom to, like, just be firing out games now. Do you know what I mean? Because they're making the best games at the minute.
Yeah, they really are smashing it. Thanks for asking. I've been... just replaced. I've just been playing Replaced.
You've been replaced.
I've been replaced.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
AJ anymore. I am Phil Spencer. Just been playing through Replaced, which I've been really enjoying, if I'm honest. Even more as the game develops. There's some bits that kind of annoy me, as you would imagine.
Okay.
Like the world-building dialogue parts. Because there's no talking, it's a very Pokemon experience.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's old school vibes, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and I've as an old school gamer, you don't really appreciate how much you enjoy things that have moved on.
Yeah.
Until you have to go back, and it's like,
yes.
oh, this is really annoying because it's really slow.
Yes.
And there's probably just too much of it.
Yeah, that's
it's just too much of it. Just a lot of dialogue.
If it had voice acting, it would take it up a notch.
Yeah.
Just for us lazy people that can't be bothered to read.
It's not even that I can't be bothered to read. It's just the fact that it makes it feel because the game has this feeling of like movement the whole time.
Yeah. Constantly going forward,
and it's like platformy and it's action. And so there's a sense of rhythm and pace, and then there's moments where it seems to happen quite often. Like you get chased by something, and you have to figure out your path through. Again, no spoilers, but there's one moment you're on like a bunch of rooftops, and there's like a helicopter chasing you, and it's difficult. Like, and you have to like parkour your way through this thing to get out, and you will definitely die lots of times doing it, but it's kind of fun still. So you go from that like rhythm, that speed. And then you're in like dialogue, and it feels like it's tripping you up. It's very hard to get that pace right in any game. I think there's very few that get that pacing right. That where with these kind of games, I always think back to Half-Life 2.
Yes,
it's a really great example of a game that just got pacing perfect.
Yes, that game is incredible.
It's so well done, isn't it? Even now, you think like. The sense of like you're constantly moving, but you're not really sure why, but you feel like it's pending doom, so you have to keep moving.
Yeah.
And then they do break it up with dialogue and like moments of serenity, but they do it, they time it well, they pace that well, and they'll snap you out of it before you're ready for it to end as well.
Yep.
It's very hard to get right, and I don't think they quite got that balance right, but just from a sheer gameplay experience and how it looks, like visually, I think it's a really great game if you've not tried it yet.
Yeah.
Again, we've got a Will It Run on it as well.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we do have a Will It Run on that as well. And from what I played in that and around it, like I really like that game. I do want to go back and actually play it. It's just, time constraints.
Yeah, it's on the list. I mean, it's on my ever-growing list is stuff like Mouse PI as well.
Same. That's actually really good. I spent that's another thing I played before it came out. Well, when it came out, it was like evening UK time, I think, when it came out. So I was like, I'm not making the video now, I'll do it tomorrow. But it's like, instead I'll play it on the TV, with my wife. And she ended up really liking the like noir vibes and stuff, and it was really cool. We played it for like 2 or 3 hours and was like, this is really cool. Like, other than a bug that happened where it says like press the D-pad for your flashlight, so you do the flashlight to go through like a vent or something, and then for the rest of the time we played, it's just on the screen, press the D-pad for the flashlight. And I saved, so now every time I load that save, press the D-pad for the flashlight, just in the middle of the screen, like it doesn't go away. So I was like, that's cool. So hopefully they patch that out, because it's kind of frustrating. But but other than that, the game's wicked. And it runs really well it did on the Legion Go 2 at least. Other people were saying it ran really well on the Xbox Ally. I didn't have that.
I saw some people saying that they didn't get stuttering on Replaced as well. But you saw stuttering on every device you tested it on.
Yeah, other than the Legion Go 2.
I saw stuttering on the Series X. I still see stuttering on the Series X. And let's be honest, that's got a significant amount more headroom. Yeah. It's just an asset loading thing for certain, or a saving thing.
Yeah, and to be fair, some people just aren't as perceptive. Like, when you're playing a game and you're really into the story or whatever it is, like, you're not, some of us are, but you're not really going into a game to look for graphical glitches, to look for, like, frame time issues. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're there to experience a story and to have fun. And, like, my wife's a perfect example. It could be, like, 140p at like 5 FPS and she'll be loving it, like playing it, and I'm looking like, oh my god, like my retinas are bleeding. Like,
can we go into the menu? And she's like, no, I just want to play.
Literally, she would, like, she's got a big beefy like computer or the Xbox Series X, right, and just load up a game and just like run it, and I'm like, oh, like, I'm like, I can't even look at that, like, it's disgusting. And she's like, it's fine, and they're like freezing all over the place and stuff, and it's only if it like half crashes that she's like, oh, I guess there's a problem. And I'm like, yeah. Whereas for me, like, I can see it like immediately, like, and it makes me like heave, I'm like, oh, like I can't deal with that. So, and obviously when I do these videos, I'm specifically looking for any like issues like that. But if I'm just picking up a game and running it, I mean, I've played the Nintendo Switch for years, like nearly a decade, and that thing has like a whole host of issues in every single game it runs, and you can look past it. And again, if you're into the game or whatever, and that's not a bad thing. It's like, if you can look past it and not be affected by issues, wicked, because you're going to have a better time. But if you're like me, that's kind of pretty perceptive to it, and you see the odd frame time stutter or whatever, which some people might not, then it pulls me out of the game. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, ugh, like, what was that?
Well, it makes you want to fix it, doesn't it?
It makes me want to deep dive into the settings, and then I'm no longer playing the game. I'm just min-maxing stuff. Like,
it's probably the game you play the most.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My wife always says that. She's like, you're always in the bloody settings game, and I'm like, yep.
Yeah. Insiders. I want to move it along. We are insiders. Hashtag 128 insiders. And in fact, when this story broke this week, someone on Twitter quoted it and messaged us saying, you did call this last week.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. They
actually
someone noticed.
Yeah.
But officially this week, Game Pass got cheaper.
Yay!
And they did it by removing Call of Duty.
Oh, wow! Yay!
This is exactly
and
what we said.
When we did that podcast, we said, Xbox, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've done it.
I didn't think they'd listen to me anymore after they fired me.
I
retired.
Yeah, that's true. But didn't we say we wanted like 5% of all of Microsoft earning if they took our advice? So will they, because that's not the only thing that we got right.
Oh, this is true.
So
I will see if they'll, if that, you'll see if we have like a brand new, like new white teeth and like, the whole works.
Yeah. Just in the Lamborghini filming the podcast.
Lambo.
Yes.
Yeah. Go full manosphere on the show.
Yeah.
Game Pass is officially dropped in price, which is like an absolute hallelujah moment.
Yes.
In the UK, it is going down to $16.99, which is that £1 more expensive than it used to be for the ultimate tier? I think it used to be $15.99.
Was it $15.99 or $14.99? One or the other.
It's very it's inflation close to what it used to be, which is great.
Yes.
And in America, ultimate tier is $23.99 now, which I genuinely love that they've done this.
Oh yeah, which one of the first thing that Ash has done is drop the price.
Yeah.
Literally. That's perfect. And they did it in the best way. They've just heaved out COD. Like, it's gone, your cut. And
it's not like fully removed. Here's the other thing. They've done it in a really nice way. So existing titles will stay there. This is Call of Duty specifically. Mm-hmm. It's just the new releases won't appear day one on there. They'll be 12 months later or something.
12 months later.
And let's be honest, with Call of Duty, if you're a die-hard, must play the new game every year, I need the new maps, whatever it is, then you were used to paying 70 quid for that game.
You're going to buy it. Yeah.
If you're like 99% of the rest of us who don't really care because, let's be honest, each one is pretty much the same, and the campaign's not worth playing anyway.
Is there a campaign?
Exactly. Then it doesn't matter which one I'm playing.
Yes.
To me.
Yeah.
I'm either occasionally jumping into Warzone with some friends because it's a social thing, or playing Team Deathmatch because I want like 10 minutes of arcade fun.
Yes.
Like that's my relationship with Call of Duty. So the maps don't really matter to me. The campaign certainly doesn't.
Oh, no. I haven't played a campaign since Modern Warfare 1.
Yeah.
Maybe Modern Warfare 2. So we're going back to like 2007, 2009, So like those two games were the last campaigns.
It's a bit like the argument for sports games, like sports franchises that release every year.
Yeah.
Unless there's been like some monumental leap forward in technology, the game year to year is identical.
It's the same. Yeah. FIFA on SNES was the same as FIFA last year. Like
that's a big shout.
The gameplay's the same. It's just got a skin on it. It's the same thing. Like literally.
Yeah.
So it's the same with Call of Duty.
It's the same,
it is. Yeah, it is. It's the same with a lot of Ubisoft games. They're all the same game with a different skin on it. Like they are though. Like you play the first Far Cry, you've played all of them. You play the first Assassin's Creed, you've played all of them.
Yeah.
Like so like
would you count in the Hitman franchise into that as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. But it is what it is. And for a long time I played Call of Duty back to back to back because I do enjoy Call of Duty. I've spent far too many thousands of hours playing COD, and I only play TDM hardcore. Like that's it. If I could just buy that one game mode, I would. But that's all I play. But it's been several years now, which I don't care for the latest one. And that's why I kind of liked it on Game Pass. I was like, yeah, because the price didn't go up. I was like, yeah, it's included. but now they're like making it cheaper by getting rid of it. Perfect. Because then all the people that really, really want it will go and buy it anyway.
Yeah.
Like all the PlayStation people that want to play it, they're all buying it still, and stuff. And I think that's good. I'm happy myself probably waiting a year for it. I mean, if you want our opinions on this, go watch last week's podcast where we predicted this stuff and kind of went deep dive into why we think it would be a good thing. I don't want to repeat myself, but yeah, I think it's a very good thing that the price is going down. Now they need to heave out frickin' Fortnite.
Well, really nice segue. Thanks, Andy.
I set you up there.
Yeah, one of the other rumours that's coming out this week that we fantasized about last week, we were saying, actually, our dream for Game Pass is that you have all of these things as options, and you pick the bits that you actually want in real time.
Yep.
And then it's like a pick and mix subscription,
and
then it gives you a price. And then maybe in a week's time, you're like, do you know what? I do want to play whatever. I do want to play Fortnite. Maybe you found a time machine and now you're 12 years old again. You do want to play Fortnite, right? But you could select that, and then you've got Fortnite Crew, and then your subscription changes in real time. Much like how a lot of the kind of TV services and music services stuff are, or at least should be. You pick the bits you want in real time. I think like in the UK there's a service called Now TV, which is like Sky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they've got like different things. You've either got sport or movies and entertainment.
Yep.
And in real time, you can take them off or put them in, whichever ones you want. So
and there's multiple tiers to each.
Yeah.
So you've got the TV, which is just seasons of stuff, not films. Then you've got the separate films bit. Then, like you said, sports and whatever else. And then within that, you can then pay to up. So you've got base price, which is like, bare basic 1080p streaming on one device.
Yeah.
Then you can level it up to like 4K, and then like whatever else. You can like
multiple devices.
Yeah, you can really tailor it.
Yeah.
To what you want, and yeah, that's exactly what they need to do here.
Well, they listened to us again, so obviously our 5%'s in the post.
Yes.
Because Jez Corden, Windows Central, has reported on, from good sources, that they are considering a completely flexible pick-your-own-plan formula for Game Pass.
They missed out a section there. They said, after watching the recent 128KB podcast, we're now considering... Yeah.
Their 5%'s in the post.
That's it, yeah.
Essentially where users can effectively decide what packages of content they want to see on their plan. Microsoft has leaked Duo and Triton codenames for Xbox Game Pass via its back-end APIs, suggesting that packages of services are in the plan's future. Don't want cloud gaming? Remove it. Lower the price. No need for Fortnite crew? Ditch it. Add day one Game Pass Xbox games. Perhaps you can roll in World of Warcraft or Minecraft Realm subscriptions instead. Or other benefits like Netflix, as per the rumours of the long-awaited Xbox Game Pass family plan.
Yes. Yeah. So there needs to be a family plan. Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Like there needs to be that. But if they do this kind of optional thing, they will win. And I want them to win so hard that every single online paid service goes this route.
Yeah.
Like YouTube, like Netflix, like all of those people, like the Now TV thing, but even more in depth.
Yeah.
I literally want on any type of service, let me configure my own subscription so I pay just for what I'm actually going to use.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just a waste of money and I won't subscribe to your service out of spite because I ain't wasting money on that crap that I'm not using.
Yeah, I mean, rolling in Call of Duty is a really good example of like backtracking on that, but rolling in Call of Duty as a day one thing for Game Pass was great for people that played Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah. It was,
but if you weren't that worried, you just had a massive increase in your subscription price.
Yeah, for no reason, yeah.
For literally no reason. And if your subscription price didn't increase, it showed that you're paying for something that you're not using.
Yes. Yeah.
So you could just let me decide what I want. I definitely don't want Fortnite crew, so I don't know why that Epic Games stuff is in there.
No, make it irrelevant. Optional. Again, like if your kid's on there and you want to pay for Game Pass for them and they love Fortnite and that's it, and maybe they play some other Game Pass games or whatever, then great. Like have it as an option. But I want the option to be able to like tailor it as I go. So like you said, maybe there's a load of new indie games coming out that I really want to play. So for that week or month, I go, yes, I want indie games. But then the following month I go, I don't want to pay for this at the minute now. So I remove indie games, or like, vice versa with swap that out for Fortnite or whatever. I want the option to tailor it really specified to me, and if there's an option in that is the family plan increase or whatever, wicked, because then now my wife's got Game Pass and I've got Game Pass without 2 subscriptions. That's very, very cool. Like I like the idea of it. I really hope they push that. Like I really hope that they push that, because it would just be so much better for everyone. Like and I actually think they'll make more money for Call of Duty by putting it out on sale again, because I don't know how they were really making any money out of that. Like everyone just playing it included in their subscription, because you think each time that Call of Duty comes out, that's $70 dollars or pounds, and people are buying that like every year on top of a Game Pass subscription already. So like, to me, it just seemed like they were losing out a lot of money there, and that's why they were having to drive the price for everyone across the board.
It's one of those giant titles that every year is always going to be at the top or near the top of the games charts. It's always it's like FIFA. It's always going to sell very well every year.
Yes.
So there was no material advantage to including it in Game Pass, other than saying, "Oh, look how good value Game Pass is." But then within weeks, they hike the price. I can't even remember how much they hiked the price. It was like 50%, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I know when it happened, we suggested to everyone else as well, go and stack some membership now. So tide over.
I did.
So glad I did.
Yeah.
Because we just rode out this storm of not paying more for Game Pass.
That's so true. Yeah, I think my Game Pass runs out in like 2028 or something. Like...
Every time a box comes with 1 month on it. Yeah.
No, I bought like 18 months worth of codes on the internet. Like literally, I just went.
Was it from your uncle in Argentina?
Oh yeah.
Good. Yeah.
I put on the fake glasses with like the built-in mustache.
Hey.
Yeah, I put those on and just went shopping.
Whilst we're still on Game Pass stuff, not to labour on it too much, but there does seem to be a lot of Xbox news this week. They've just been smashing out the changes. There's a new collaboration that's coming between Game Pass and Discord.
Yeah.
Which is weird. So from what I gather, it's been leaked, but Asher Sharmas actually talks about it as well.
Yes.
That if you've got a Discord Nitro subscription, that you'll get Game Pass Starter
Yes.
bundled in. Is that right?
That's what it seems like, yeah. If you pay for Nitro,
Yeah.
you're going to get a basic tier Game Pass. Now, to me, it sounds like it should be the other way round.
I think so as well.
Yeah, it should be like, oh, you pay for Game Pass? Here's Discord Nitro.
Yeah.
But no, it seems to be that if you pay for Discord Nitro, which, by the way, I still don't even know what that is. And I've been using Discord for like a long time. I don't know. Again, as you can probably tell from some of this, I'm a bit of a cheapskate when it comes to certain things, like subscriptional things. Like, instead I just pay $3,000 for a handheld. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, it seems that if you pay for Discord Nitro, whatever that is, you get Game Pass Starter. But you can probably safely assume that most people that are paying for Discord Nitro probably already have a higher tiered Discord Game Pass. That's why I think it should be the other way around. Just throw in Discord, or even better yet, do the optional pick and mix that we keep talking about, that we want our 5% in, and add it as a bloody add-on. You know, like
you've got Netflix in there, and you got Discord
Nitro.
Cool.
Yeah.
Asha Sharma says that for years, Xbox and Discord have worked together to make it easier for players to connect, chat, and play across devices. We're teaming up again as we continue to make Game Pass more flexible for our players. Some of you might start to see some code in the wild, and we'll share more details with you soon.
You know what I want out of this? I don't even care about this Nitro stuff or whatever. What I want is the Xbox and Discord are like, we work so closely together, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, you've got some kind of Discord input on an Xbox console, right?
Yep.
But on PC, you still just have to run Discord separately. Where is the game bar native widget for Discord? So I can just hit the Xbox button on my controller, or like Windows plus G on a PC, or a PC handheld that I've bound to a button that opens game bar. Where's the Discord freaking module, you know? Instead of having to manually open a side tab and deal with that. That's frustrating.
It actually talks to a bigger problem that they still haven't fixed, which I'll come back to when we talk about the Project Helix stuff that's happened this week. The disconnect between Xbox and Xbox mode is still so vast. It's a bridge they really need to make.
Yes.
Because I do like the implementation of Discord on Xbox. I think it's done in a really simple, intuitive way. It is essentially where Game Bar is. So
it's in it,
that's what I mean.
The exact thing that I want on PC, but
so
it's not
doable.
There.
The Xbox team have done it. Well, that's Microsoft. Well, why can't they do it in Xbox mode? That's one of the many gaps between that still exist that they'll absolutely need to smooth over. And Xbox mode is still far from. I'll come back to that though, because it's a bee in the bonnet that I have with them at the moment. Yeah. Back to Pragmata quickly.
Oh yeah.
It's sold 1 million copies in 2 days.
I know, it's insane. Again, a Capcom revelation right there.
Yeah, really cool. I mean,
I love the gameplay. Like, I'm like in love with it because it's so new.
Yeah.
Like, I just love that it feels like that Resi 4 vibe, over the shoulder action game. It's like Resident Evil 4 for non-horror fans. Do you know what I mean?
Resident Evil 4 for me.
Yeah, it's nice and bright everywhere because it's sci-fi. You've got whatever her name is, the little android girl, who's really cool and cute. Like, I saw a really funny meme where it says Resident Evil 9 is the mum simulator. Because in Resi 9 you help a small girl, no spoilers, but then obviously it then said Pragmata is the dad simulator because you're the bloke with the little girl, and I thought that's really funny, and they're cool because she is an android, but she acts like a child, like not that most children are that nice. They're normally really annoying. But she's really cool, and she like comes with you and helps you and stuff. But the gameplay though is what I really like, because it keeps it lighthearted. She does. Yeah. I really can't think of her name. I don't know why, but whatever. The little girl, Diana. That's it.
Well
I just
done.
thought of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Diana. But yeah, so Diana's like makes it lighthearted. It kind of, even though it's not lighthearted what's happening, it makes it lighthearted, which is really cool. But it's that freaking, just the shooting thing. I can't get over how much I love it. Like the real time, you've got to aim and dodge attacks and move whilst trying to do a puzzle. Like, like it's just great. It's like Snake, basically. Like there's what you've got to play. If anyone remembers like Nokia Snake games on the phone.
I love that they've tried to do something entirely different action mode.
Yeah.
Normally you have like a few different like ways of playing action games. It's like turn-based, or is it hack and slash, or is it like a Souls like dodge and parry? Like there's only normally like a few like options, and sometimes they combine them. You think like Expedition 33 is like Souls like turn-based. That this is like a whole new thing that's happened. So to do that and for it to hit well is really hard.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It could have been a massive flop with that.
It could have been a flop, and I'm so glad that they released a demo like way early on.
Yeah.
Because when I very first saw the trailer, I went, "This looks confusing." Do you know what I mean? Like, and then I saw people talking about it that were like flown out there by Capcom and got to play it, and it didn't help me. I was like, "Sounds confusing." They're like, "Yeah, you have to do this like puzzle whilst you're like trying to shoot them," and I'm like, "That sounds confusing."
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, "I really don't know about that." And then they just randomly went, "Demos dropped," and immediately I got it. I went in with like such hesitation of like, this is going to be confusing. Like, I don't know. And they drop you right in it. The first 2 seconds of the demo, you're into combat. Just like, there it is in your face. And it just made so much sense. And I was like smiling the whole time. I played that demo like 4 times. Like, I loved it. I was like, this is so brilliant. So yeah, like massive props for them. Like, I think the game's incredible. I can't wait to like properly play it. And I'm also just shocked how freaking good it runs on these handhelds. Like that Legion Go 2 on SteamOS, you can get like 100 FPS, like raster performance, no upscaling, no frame gen. The image quality is like crazy sharp. And then
it's so encouraging as to what else they might do. Do they continue that as a new franchise entirely?
Yeah.
Or other games inside the RE engine? Like, please, Capcom, just keep smashing it out.
Just keep doing it, yeah.
Whatever it is they're doing is amazing.
They're like my favourite games right now, yeah.
I've got a real shameful admission now, and I think you're probably going to be in the same camp as me, so we're going to get some pushback from this.
Oh, because of what I said earlier as well, about all Ubisoft games being the same.
Yes! Because all Ubisoft games are pretty much the same. But Black Flag, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced was announced last night as we were recording this. Long awaited. Everyone had been leaking it and rumouring it forever. It's probably almost as talked about as much as Half-Life 3.
Yes.
But this actually is real.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's back. And my shameful admission is I never played the first one.
I haven't either.
And can I be honest as well? Pirate games don't really...
Oh, see, I'm the opposite. See, I love the idea of a pirate game, but they all suck. Yeah. Like that's the fact of it. The like last pirate game I enjoyed was like on the PlayStation 1 or something.
Overboard.
Yeah. So I was like, I've always wanted a decent pirate game. I just never get into them. However, Black Flag, so Assassin's Creed, I love it. I was there when it begun, getting old now. So Assassin's Creed 1 revolutionized everything, just like all Ubisoft things, but then they just cling to an idea and never change it, and to their downfall or not, I don't know. But when Assassin's Creed came out, it was like mind-blowingly incredible. Number 2, more of the same, but still incredible. I never bought another Assassin's Creed game after that. We played, I don't even know which one it was. There was another one that my wife really likes Assassin's Creed, but she's like, skips loads as well. And she was always banging on about Black Flag's amazing. But I'd never played it, and I was like, I just can't be bothered now. Do you know what I mean? I was like, it's been too long, like whatever. And now to see it's coming back, like I might actually pick this up because it's the one that does look really good. And I'm always like really wanting a good pirate game that like scratches that itch for me. I don't like the like online stuff like what was it? Ubisoft's like quadruple A, like whatever that was.
Yeah.
Skull and Bones.
Well done.
And then you've got the Microsoft one that wasn't for me. The whatever that was. The one
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. It's like, no, just give me a single player game. Like,
yeah.
You know. But anyway, so this might actually be up my street, and I skimmed the trailer. I'm going to watch it properly later. But
I'll be honest.
It looks good.
It looks good. It does look good.
Yeah,
I've never been particularly turned on by that genre, but I'm always willing to try and be swayed. And
yes.
I do have FOMO to the max, so I will join in.
Yeah,
everyone's like, "Oh my god!"
See, I think for me, it all just comes down to Pirates of the Caribbean. Like Pirates of the Caribbean 1, the movie, is incredible. Just because when did that come out? Like 2000, 2001, 2002?
Yeah, a long time ago.
I was like 10 to 14, somewhere around that age gap. So, you know, I'm still like a young person. And that movie was like mind-blowing, real dark and like there was pirates. The only pirate movies I'd saw when I was a kid was like Blackbeard's Ghost from like the 70s, and it was cheesy.
Peter Pan.
Like, well, Peter Pan was actually good. I liked that with
with Ron
old
Williams.
Matey Boy. Yeah. But you know, so like Pirates of the Caribbean like blew my mind when I was a kid, and then from then is why I always wanted a decent pirate game, and I just never found one. So maybe this is it. Maybe this will scratch that itch.
Yeah.
So I am excited, even though generally I ignore like continued franchises by Ubisoft.
Yeah, that's actually true. The Steam controller, right, which is the part that of the announcement that I think, if we're honest as gamers, was the bit we were all most excited about. It came at the same time as the announcement for the Steam Machine, the whatever they're called.
The swimming goggles.
The swimming goggles.
The Steam swimming goggles, yeah.
And the Steam swimming cap.
I mean, they are VR. So, I mean, if you lied on like an ironing board, you could probably like play like Echo the Dolphin or something and pretend that you're underwater.
Pretend you're a dolphin.
Yeah. You know, you get all those like memes of like people wearing VR and they're doing like 18 plus like adult things, right? Yeah. Instead, someone just walks in on you in like latex, laying on like on an ironing board, like pretending to be a dolphin. They're like, "What kind of sick fantasy?"
Water on you.
That's great.
So, a whole bunch of stuff got leaked about, well, all like the kind of marketing material for the Steam controller. Yeah. It's just been published, from what I can tell. Like, it's out there. On Komodo Station. The Komodo Station website just went live. So, I mean, there's all the adverts for it. There's all the slides that you'd get on the website and the talk about the next generation.
Videos,
yeah. So, does this mean the fact that stuff's out there now it's not that interesting in of itself? But does it mean that we're going to get the Steam controller before the Steam Machine? Because they were holding off, weren't they, to launch everything at the same time?
So this story's been kind of rolling in the background, and I've just not been bothering suggesting that we put it in the show because it's just not been newsworthy enough. Whereas now, like today, they've actually like released these videos and stuff. So previously there was like rumors that shipments of these controllers were landing in places. I was like, okay, that means something's happening. And then there was the like leaked kind of price of it, which we'll talk about in a sec. And I was like, well, again, that's just like hearsay, really. And then it was the supposedly Valve's uploaded videos of the controller to Steam, but they're like inaccessible. And I was like, okay, we're getting there. And now today, it's like, bam, the videos are there. There's all the slides from the website and stuff are there. So we're like, any minute now, see a drop. Now, the price that was suggested was $60. Like £60, $60, and maybe £50. I don't know. Like, it depends. I reckon it'll be.
Do you think they can hit that?
I reckon they can. Yeah, and I reckon it would be a landslide win if they do.
Yeah,
because they need to compete with the likes of GameSir, and all the other big, like 8-bit Do,
Yeah.
Do for you Americans, like all the big controller manufacturers, third party, they need to like be in that price point and completely smash like them. I will buy one of these absolutely day one. I was expecting more. I was thinking like 80, 90 £90, like Switch 2 Pro
100% opposite of you there, because that's also where games here tend to price theirs as well. They're decent controllers.
That's what I was going to say. Like if they put it at $60 or whatever, Valve, they'll be undercutting like the top end stuff, and it will just fly out. And I can't wait to get one, even though I'm not generally like a symmetrical joystick layout kind of person.
I know a lot of people that will love it though. A lot of symmetrical joysticks.
Yeah.
I know there's a friend of mine who's a bit of a diehard PlayStation fan, but does occasionally play on PC, and he's always like, why don't they make? Why is everything? He calls them wonky. Yeah. Why is everything wonky? Like I get it. You don't like it. But this solves it, and some. The bit that's slightly that I want to drill into is the trailers that have been released for it, or the trailers they've made for it. I'm watching them as we talk, and they show the controller being used with the Steam Deck. Cool. Like two people are using it, playing like a co-op game or two-player game on Steam Deck.
Yeah.
And on PC.
Yeah.
There is a shot of two people playing on the sofa, but it doesn't show the Steam machine in the shot.
Yeah. It's just cropped out.
Are they purposely avoiding the Steam machine because it's on permanent hiatus?
It is on permanent hiatus, I believe, because I saw something on Twitter, again, could just be hearsay, but it kind of made sense that they are holding back the Steam machine until they can hit that lower price point.
Yeah.
So until it's viable for them to actually launch it at the price point it needs to be, at that sort of original expected, like, let's say 700 point, until then, there's just kind of no point. Because if it comes out and it's a Lenovo Legion Go 2 situation and it's $2,000 and you're like, what the hell? Like, this thing's like not even very performant. You know, like no one's going to buy it. They're going to like, the stocks of Valve are going to drop like hard. Like everything goes wrong for them. Whereas if they postpone it, I mean, they're going to have another problem where it's going to be really outdated by the time it drops. But maybe by that point, it's really cheap. And it's just a Steam Deck 1 situation where the thing was weak when it launched anyway. Yep. And maybe that's fine. You know, maybe it's okay. Maybe they can hit that 500 price point, and then I'll buy one just to have one.
If I'm with you. If it was sub 500, I think everyone would buy it just because if you can afford that, you'd be like, do you know what? It's a novel thing. It's a new console. Yeah, it's not great, but do you know what? You know, neither's the Xbox Series S, and that still sold a fair few units. Like, it can work. And also, the real problem they have is that the market is got super competitive around them without them even doing anything. Project Helix, for certain, is going to take a massive dump on that side of the market of the hybrid PC console, PC for your TV, and as we'll talk about in a minute, they're looking at hitting a very aggressive price point for performance on that. The other one is the guys who make EmuDeck have released their like Steam machine, which is called the Planix.
Yep.
That comes in at, again, a similar price point, like $1,100, $1,200 or pounds, and is extremely performant.
Yeah, that thing's got a 9060 XT with 16 gig of VRAM in it.
Yeah, it's like, that's mega.
That's no joke, that thing. Yeah.
That's decent gaming PC performance and longevity as well.
Big time, yeah.
And they've just basically made it and just wrapped it up in a 3D printed shell, which looks like a console. It's kind of cool. It's definitely very niche and very enthusiast. But my point being is that other people have cottoned on and gone, okay, we'll take this space as well, before the Steam machine even managed to get here. Now, if they released it and it was underpowered, the same price as like a Project Helix is rumoured to be, it would just flop.
Yes.
There's just no way that they would sell the units they need to sell to make it as successful as the Steam Deck.
Yeah. So what they need to do now instead is launch this controller, stick it at a really good price point, like 60, and it will fly, and that will give them that kind of boost that they're missing out on from not releasing the Steam Machine.
Yeah, and hold off the Steam Machine.
Yeah.
Until this all settles down, or like you say, they change the angle that they're approaching and go, actually, we wanted to aim for affordability and general accessibility, which is like how the Xbox Series S was kind of pitched.
Yeah.
And then maybe it makes sense. 400. Honestly, if it was like $400 or $500, it would just fly.
Oh yeah. If they hit that, it would fly.
But if they hit what's likely now to be $1,000,
1,000 or more, then it's just no,
because you just hold on for the Xbox.
Yeah, you just buy an Xbox.
Yeah. But the controller itself, I'm excited for it as well. I think if it does hit 60, then it will fly. I'll definitely get one. Mate, and the thing is, if it's at 60, you're like, do you know what? You could get two, and it's not crazy.
Yeah. I would contemplate getting one for my wife as well, because she's got the computer plugged into the TV as well. So would benefit from having two for sure.
Microsoft Gaming is no more, by the way. Just so you know, going back to Xbox land again.
I have never understood Microsoft. Like, they should have always been just pushing the Xbox brand. Why was there two things, like Xbox PC, Microsoft Gaming?
I'll even go as
Xbox
far as to say, like,
Gaming.
the Microsoft Game Store. Like, when it became when everything should just be Xbox.
Yes. Yes.
And it's even the Microsoft Game Store when you're on Xbox, isn't it?
Is it?
It's not
sure. The Xbox Game Store.
No, it's just tweaked. When I've bought digital games, it's always been on. Yeah, it comes through as Microsoft Game Store. I'm certain that's the case.
So lame. If that's the case, that is so lame. Yeah, it just needs to be Xbox, even on PC.
Yeah.
Even if you have to open up what I've got right here in front of me, wherever it's Microsoft Store, just do Xbox Store in the Xbox app. Like, why is there a separate app? Like, I don't want to come out of my entire Xbox app to go and open Microsoft Store.
Gross.
Where you get like crappy apps for stuff and like shareware,
browser
like,
extensions.
Yeah. Oh look, now I'm gonna buy a game because I've just downloaded Paint version 2. Do you know what I mean? Like, no, like, what are you doing? Put it in the Xbox app where all your freaking games are anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And let me buy games there. The biggest thing is the Xbox app is just a freaking advert anyway. Like, there's more ads on there than there are your own games. So, like, why can't I buy the thing, like, there? Like, it's stupid. I mean, I'm saying that and I'm loading it up now, and clearly you can tell I don't buy games
Can you do it?
The Xbox app, because now there's a store button in the Xbox app. So you can buy stuff. But it was certainly the case that it was in the Microsoft Store. I take back everything I've just said.
So good. Couldn't be better.
But you're right, though.
Because
it was for the longest time.
I would stop buying my games off Steam, and I'll do that now. But it's a stepping in the right direction. I've got to give kudos to Asher Sharma and the new kind of rapid direction changes that are happening. Game Pass that we talked about earlier is a big one of that, making it pick and mix, bringing the price down. They did a big announcement last night as well with like big changes that are coming, and they're all incremental. Getting rid of Microsoft Gaming entirely, and it's just everything is just Xbox. So anything gaming in Microsoft is called Xbox. They need to unify that across the whole thing, so the whole experience is that. But this is clearly a step in that direction. They've even like rebranded Xbox, so like the logo's moved away from that minimalist like two-tone thing to
I actually like it.
A bit more kind of OG Xbox.
Yeah, it's like glass or something. Like, it looks cool. Like, I like that a lot. I do like that. And
like a huge kind of push on like their new strategy and their new direction. And from what I can see, it's a focus on games. It's a big one. So providing the best games experience for current Xbox players, going back to reassess their exclusivity policy, which I think's it's an interesting one, because as a multi-platform gamer, I appreciate the opening up to being everywhere.
Yes.
If they are going in this direction, it does tell me that they are trying to go back to compete with PlayStation and Nintendo, which is an interesting move. I'm not sure it's the right one.
I don't know how they can. No, cause they've broken the fourth wall or whatever, you know, and they are now a multi-platform person.
Yeah,
but I get that they should really like do some spring cleaning in their house with getting rid of this Microsoft like gaming portion, and Xbox is everywhere, or everything is an Xbox. That's been done with, and all that kind of stuff. So like, bring everything home to Xbox for sure, but I still don't know how they're going to compete with.
I think what's likely to happen is that it will just be a timed exclusivity thing, which, to be fair, is kind of what they're doing now already.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that? Nothing. Like I think it's totally fine. Like if you want to play the latest Indiana Jones or whatever, you got to wait 6 to 12 months before it comes out on like PS5. Like fine. Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like it's still coming. It's no different than how I used to view PlayStation games coming to PC. Like if I've got to wait a year, so be it.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. Yeah. I hope they don't go totally console exclusive, because yes, it gives you a reason to buy Xbox, I suppose, but I don't think it's particularly player friendly. No.
What they're doing right now is player friendly, where it's on everything. You know, it's on PC, like Play Anywhere or whatever they call it, where it's on PC and Xbox, and then they're bringing it to PlayStation for those people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm fine with all that. Like, I think it should be like you play it where you want it kind of thing. But I don't have any problem with them having some sort of timed exclusivity to try and drive people in that absolutely must play, like the new Fable, for example. Like, I would buy an Xbox for that if I didn't have one. And it, or you know what I'm trying to say, even though I'm just totally PC. But like, I would literally go and buy, even if it was a Series S or something, just to play that game early.
Well, do you know, I contradict myself so much with it. I do realise that there's been plenty of times I've bought a console just because one game is coming on it.
Yeah.
And the most recent, which is ridiculous to say out loud, Starfield.
Yeah.
I bought Xbox to play Starfield. Because of the very idea of Fallout in space just had me that excited.
Yeah, we both did. I bought a Series X when that came out. Yeah.
So, you know, maybe there's actual merit to it. Do you know?
Yeah, I think so. There's been plenty of times in the past, like you said, that I've bought a system. Well, it's hard because I've been PC for so long, but like, let's just take when Skyrim came out. My PC was underpowered and I knew it. So just before Skyrim came out, I built a whole brand new system just to play Skyrim. Yeah. Which is the equivalent of, I would have paid even more than the equivalent of the console. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it will drive people if they've got any kind of fondness to a thing, or if the game looks that good, then it will drive sales. Certainly. Yeah.
It seems mad to say it about Starfield, though, doesn't it? Considering
it makes sense though, because before it came out, the proposed idea was Fallout in space. You know, so it was like, absolutely. I bet you loads of people bought an Xbox for that.
Do you know what? I still look back. I still had an incredible
I loved it.
Couple of 100 hours, literally.
You smashed it.
Smashed it. All the side quests. I just did everything I could. Apart from base building, I just did everything I could.
You just did that because you bought a console for it. You did it out of spite. You were like, just bought frickin' Xbox.
I'm going to enjoy it.
I'm loving this.
I actually forced myself just to do loads of side quests, incidental like bounty hunting missions and stuff, purely because I was streaming it and I didn't want to spoil it for anyone that couldn't play as quickly.
Yeah.
But they get that did get quite long in the tooth after like day 14, and then a bounty hunting session. It's quite repetitive. But I look back at my whole experience, was very fond with it. I had a great time, and it wasn't quite Fallout in space, I think.
But it was
it's
close.
Not that level, but it's close.
Yeah, it's close. And I had a great time. I mean, everyone knows how bad I am at playing games. Like, it's got to be something real special for me to, like, get sucked in and really put time into it, because otherwise it's the, like, 10-hour rule for me. I play something for 10 hours and then it goes in the pile and that's it. But even with that, I played, 60 to 100 hours maybe, which was a lot for me. You know, that was a lot. So I enjoyed it. I think it was good. And that got us into buying Xboxes, even though I could have played it on PC, but whatever. Yeah.
Finally, it does seem to be like an Xbox fest, this one. I'm sorry if you're not interested in Xbox, but this is more like back to the Project Helix, because I'll be honest, I'm genuinely quite excited for what this is going to bring. If it does deliver on its promises on being like, what was their generational leaps they were talking about? Orders of magnitude.
They've been saying that for a long time, haven't they?
This just could be huge for, in my opinion, huge for PC gaming.
Yeah.
Of bridging PC and console together, finally. Having Steam on your Xbox is insane to me, but it's what's happening. Oh, other game stores, sorry. Not Steam specifically, they're not allowed to mention it. But there's recent leaks that are coming out about Project Helix and about the kind of what hardware we are likely to see and what the equivalent current costs are, and then what costs they're hoping to hit price point, which kind of give you an idea of the kind of loss lead that they're looking at and the order of magnitude leap from a Series X to where we're going. Apparently, they're looking at a 48 gig of GDDR7 RAM as a configuration in this, and some form of RDNA 5 AMD APU.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, firstly, having 48 gig of combined RAM is huge.
Yeah.
For a console. Absolutely huge. If they are looking at like an RDNA 5 build, which does make total sense, that kind of puts it in line with like the higher end AMD PCs now, doesn't it? People are the estimates are with this. There's like Pirate Nation's talking about it. But a $2,000 to $3,000 gaming PC is the kind of equivalent right now.
So yeah, they're saying it could cost around $1,200.
Yeah,
but matches the performance of a $2,000 to $3,000 gaming PC. Is that just because of the price hikes, like we're seeing at Lenovo? Like a PC that would cost you $1,200, but next week will be worth $3,000. So, like,
because let's face it, Legion Go 2 is a $2,000 gaming PC right now.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I think we're way too early to take any of this. Like,
seriously,
but it is exciting. I've always wondered what they meant by the next generational leap in gaming performance, you know. And of course, we will see RDNA 5. You know, we're going to be jumping straight to RDNA 5. We know that anyway. Yeah. So that's cool. Like, I'm all up for that. And if it's got an absolute shed load of RAM, then wicked, because it means we'll get better textures for games for a long time. You know, whether or not they start using all this compressional stuff that's been going around recently, where like games are being like compressed to utilize like less RAM, and especially on the Steam side, Steam OS, which is going to be all of their hard work to try and make the Steam machine more relevant, because that thing is severely underpowered in RAM terms. So there's been like a lot of like talk or whatever about making VRAM like more useful even in smaller numbers, if that makes any sense. So that'd be really cool if we get a really high rammed system, RDNA 5 with like machine learning built in, which it will have. So we'll have the equivalent or better, much better than like PSSR, PlayStation's upscaler. So if we've got like anything like FSR 4 or above in it, then it's gonna be really good. It is gonna be really good. I do expect like a £1,200, $1,200 price point.
Yeah,
I expect the £1,000 price point, but it really bridges the gap, like you said, between the PC gamers and like for someone like me that has a full-on desktop. I've got two in the living room. I've got my wife's on the TV, and I've got mine down the side of the sofa with a freaking jack arm with a monitor on it, right? Like, so it will totally get rid of that, which is what the Steam machine could have done if it was more powerful and wasn't running SteamOS, because, multiplayer games and stuff, anti-cheat. Whereas this will run your Call of Duty, will run your Battlefield 6, and have, I guess, Xbox mode like on it. There's a lot of questions software-wise. That's my biggest thing. And I just feel like we're way too early, especially with all this AI stuff screwing up SSDs and RAM, to even really speculate what kind of hardware we're going to see, when I still think we're 2 years away from this yet.
Yeah, we're at 18 months at very least, aren't we? End of 2027, I think, was the best guess. I think the official line was that it's going to be with developers in 2027.
Yes.
And I'm with you. It's super exciting, but I think these stories that are coming out are fanciful at best, and just plucking at straws to get us to talk about it, I guess, which is where we are. But yeah, hitting a 1,000 to 1,200 price point. The mad thing is, if you said to me a year ago that an Xbox is going to launch at £1,000, I would have said, well, that's dead on arrival.
Yeah.
But we are where we are now, and I just wonder if they're going to also announce a more budget-friendly version around the same time. Because if they're only home consoles, the Project Helix at £1,000, £1,200, I think they really restrict their total market, the total number of people that could buy that.
Yeah, they do, but there's still nothing stopping them doing what the original Steam machines did, where you've got Asus making one, someone else making one. Maybe they cater for the lower end as well, because I don't know how viable it is for Xbox to make multiple systems. Like the whole Series S and X thing, the S sold way more because it was cheaper. Yeah. And that kind of screwed over Xbox, because everyone's like, well, it's crap. It's like, no, you just bought the crap one. If you bought the good one, it would be good. Do you know what I mean? Like, so many people complain about it. It's like, you get what you pay for. Like, if you understand that it's the lesser power thing, it's going to suit you great and you're going to have a great time. But you cannot say something's crap when you've bought the crap one. Like, it's like buying a fake Rolex and going, Rolex crap. It's like, but you bought a fake one. Like, it's not the same thing. Like, so, I don't know. So I do think they need to somehow market for the cheaper side. I don't think they could survive just going straight in at like high end prices. But I don't know. Again, we're too early, I guess. We're too early. Maybe they do a hybrid. Maybe they do an actual handheld that's like a little mini one.
I think that's the thinking. I think that's the talk of where PlayStation are headed as well.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it.
Yeah. So if that is where the PS6 is headed, then it does make sense that the Xbox going exactly the same direction, and the budget version is basically a Nintendo Switch.
Yes. Yeah.
But then you have to ask the question, Andy, which one are you buying?
Oh. Well, it's tough, isn't it? Because my PC would probably still be more powerful than their top end one anyway. So I'd probably just buy the handheld, one. Because, I mean, it is just a PC. So if your PC's old and this thing's going to be better than it for less than buying a new PC, then absolutely this makes sense.
Yeah.
If your PC is just a gaming rig, and this will no doubt be much smaller than a massive tower, you know, like mine, which is huge, like big full-size ATX case, you know. So yeah, it seems to be that way. So I would buy the handheld little like Xbox thing, and go that route. So they kind of hit both markets there. But yeah, I would only buy one of these if it was outperforming my PC and I wasn't happy with my current PC's performance.
Do you think that they'll see a situation where people buy it not for Xbox?
Yeah, maybe. If it's actually got Windows behind it, then yeah.
If you could strip out Xbox mode and just run Windows again. If it is going to be like a loss lead and it's going to be underpriced for what you're getting, I know there'll be quite a few savvy people that might look at it and go, well, I'll just strip that off and reinstall Windows.
Yeah. But maybe it won't be a loss lead. You know, maybe it will be like what Steam Machine is meant to be, where it's not a loss lead. Like, no, this is a computer. They're aware that people are probably going to buy it and not use it for gaming. Yeah. So, which means people aren't buying off their stores and then they're recouping money, you know. So maybe it isn't a loss lead. Maybe that's why it's that price. You know?
I don't know, but it's very exciting. Either way.
It's very exciting, yeah.
And I'd love to know what you guys think about it as well. And moreover, what do you think about the Lenovo situation? That's the bit that really intrigues me, because I don't want to be bashing them all the time because they've made an incredible device, but
I love the device.
There is no way.
I love it.
Like your opening to your long-term review, which was, I think this device is great, but I can't recommend that you buy it. It was like the opening gambit. And that was the theme all the way through. It's so true. It's amazing, but it's just not worth. It's definitely not worth £2,000.
No way.
£2,000. It's doubled in price in like 9 months. That's just silly.
So if anyone wants to buy a 4 terabyte Legion Go 2 for £5,000, let's just call it £5,000.
£5,000 between friends.
£5,000, £5,000 UK. You know, just hit me up.
That's it's so good of you to offer it like that.
It's all right.
So reasonable.
I'm good like that.
Yeah, you are. I've heard that about you. So if you're interested in Andy's offer, let us know down in the comments down below. Whilst you're down there, make sure you like this video, subscribe for more handheld gaming content. What else can they do, Andy?
You can become a member, and that's how you'll be able to purchase this for lovely $5,000.
Yes, that's how it works.
You get to chat to us over on our Discord.
He'll even refund you your membership as part of the purchase price.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Will you?
Maybe, yeah. Depends which tier you've subscribed at, yeah.
Got to get to the top tier.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so until the next time.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.